Hey everyone, welcome back to my Nhl Redesign series. Today I will be covering my exhibition game designs, and now you may be questioning what that means because the NHL really doesn't do exhibition games aside from Stadium Series or Winter Classics, but I get more into that when I actually talk about each design. But basically, I've made a Cancer Awareness, Pride Month, and Military Appreciation jersey, and I've done that with all three sports, the NFL, the NBA, and the NHL. Um, Now, the NHL does actually have some of these designs, but they're just for warm-ups or practice. So I figured I'd make a game out of these, hence exhibition game as the title of this video. So let's move right into my Cancer Awareness jersey, and we'll talk about my idea behind it. My idea is that on February 4th, which is World Cancer Day, an exhibition game would be played. The NHL would be collecting donations and through ticket sales, merch, or however they would do it, and give that money to a charity or hospitals such as the University of Texas MD Anderson Cancer Center in Houston, the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York City, the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, the Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, and so many other charities or research centers or hospitals that could use this money to help fight cancer. The NHL has had its share of players and legends die from forms of cancer. Yannick Dupre, who passed away at the age of 24 in 1997 due to leukemia. Robert Mueller, who passed away in 2009 due to a form of brain cancer, just to name a couple of people taken too early by cancer. Most recently, the amazing story of Oskar Lindblom's recovery and return to play from Ewing sarcoma. This would mean so much to players, fans, and all people affected by it. The actual design doesn't matter so much as the meaning behind it. But since I'm a design channel, I may as well talk about it. The main influence for each jersey was the Philadelphia Flyers because of the amazing story of Oskar Lindblom and the fact that Yannick Dupre, who was also a Philadelphia Flyer. The white jersey was designed first based off their third jersey and using the template of my Philadelphia Flyers home and away jersey. It's just a beautiful, simple, clean jersey with that lavender color that the NHL uses now. It absolutely looks fantastic. As you can see on the shoulder of the home jersey, though, or the dark jersey, I do have the Seattle Kraken also with the number 32 on the sleeves of that one. Just because when I designed the white jersey, I had Oskar Lindblom in mind, hence the Philadelphia Flyers inspiration, and his number on the arms and obviously on the back and nameplate and the Flyers logo on the shoulder. When I was trying to come up with a team, I was like, do I just do the same player again? But I decided against it and just went with a neutral team such as the Seattle Kraken, who have no players or people with numbers. So I just put their logo recolored with that lavender color and 32 on the arm, just as a nice, easy, just jersey to go along with and complement the Oskar Lindblom white jersey. I figured home and away or dark and white teams would be drafted in an all-star game style, and the hosting city would be moved each year, like the all-star game. Moving forward, we have the Pride Month design for the NHL Hockey's for Everyone campaign. Again, my idea is that on Global Pride Day, which is June 27th, the NHL would host an exhibition game, collecting funds, as I mentioned before, and would donate that money to charities such as the Rainbow Railroad, which is a Canadian-based organization that helps lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer individuals escape violence and prosecution in their home countries, notably achieving their goal in the United States this year, in fact, but have much bigger fight ahead of them as they go worldwide. EGAL Canada is a national organization committed to achieving equality and advancing equality and justice for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and trans-identified people, their families, and their families. The Trevor Project is an American nonprofit organization founded in 1998 focused on suicide prevention efforts among gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning youth. The Human Rights Campaign is the largest LGBTQ plus advocacy group and political lobbying organization in the United States. PFLAG is the United States' first and largest organization uniting parents, families, and allies with people who are lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer. My point of all of this is that it would show support to one of the world's most famous sporting organizations for people that are too afraid to be themselves. It would be an outlet for them. Just showing that this large company supports you, that these fans, these players are all here to support you. Many people look up to and idolize NHL players, and seeing them wearing the pride flag, the rainbow, playing a game in support of you would bring more people to accept who they are, or to look for people that want to support them, and it would give them such an amazing place to be themselves and to show everyone what they're doing, and it would maybe give them the strength and the confidence to tell their family, their friends, who they are and what they fight for. And I think that's a fantastic reason this game should be played as it is. Anders Nilsson was chosen as the player on both jerseys because he's the only player I'm aware of to have a pride flag on their gear. He has it on his goalie helmet. He's a player for the Senators, hence the logo on the shoulder and on the chest. In fact, the home jersey there, or the dark jersey, the black jersey, is based off the Ottawa Senators jersey from a few years back that's had the word mark Sens going diagonally up it. I simplified it, removed some stripes, and made it black and white with the pride flag underneath, showing that no matter how much a player or a person covers up, they can't hide who they truly are. And I felt that design was very strong. The NHL crest, the Senators logo, and the numbers have a rainbow gradient going through them. They're white with a rainbow gradient going through them, much like the NHL and the teams of the NHL wear and post during June. So why not have a game as well? The home and away or dark and white jerseys and teams, much like the cancer awareness, could be handled with an all-star style draft with rotating cities each year. Last up today, but certainly not least, of course, is my November 11th Military Appreciation Exhibition game. Same idea as before. During the month of November, the NHL would collect donations and give money to organizations that help veterans. Organizations such as Can Praxis, which is the leading therapy provider for veteran and first responders and their communities. They help veterans and first responders and the families living with operational stress injuries such as PTSD and many, many more. Semper Fi and America's Fund are one of America's highest rated charities. They are dedicated to providing urgently needed resources and support for combat wounded, critically ill, and catastrophically injured members of the U.S. Armed Forces and their families, as well as those veterans that need to adjust to their new lives on home soil. Canines for Warriors is ending veteran suicide and returning them to a life of dignity and independence. They rescue and train shelter dogs to be prepared as service dogs for veterans with service-connected post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, and or military sexual trauma, which is a large issue that not many people talk about. The Wounded Warriors Family Support, whose mission is to provide support to those families who have been wounded, injured, or killed during combat operations. The families of casualties suffer in many ways, some financially and many psychologically. Both the Veterans Affairs Canada and Veteran Affairs America both provide multiple outlets of support for veterans and the families of them. Notably, a large goal of theirs is to end veteran homelessness, which is a growing concern both in America and Canada, and I'm sure worldwide. I figured the NHL already hosts Military Appreciation Night, so why not a whole month dedicated to collecting donations for them with a game played on their day, a day meant to remember veterans and those that have fought and died for our countries. And this could be worldwide. Every league could do this. Because veteran homelessness and not veterans not being able to get jobs because they have no other working skills aside from being veterans with a gun in their hand and fighting off the enemy, defending home soil, something that many people say they support, but in the long run aren't willing to help them. So I figured this game would be a good opportunity to give funds to many great charities and organizations that assist Veterans Affairs and assist the veterans of our world, not even just Canada or the U.S. Just it's a fantastic cause, and it would bring so many more people's attention to it. Many people feign ignorance or just accidentally ignorant to many issues, such as what a lot of veterans go through. So I imagine this would be a welcome thing by the militaries of any world or of any country in our world. But as you can see, I imagined a Canadian versus U.S. player kind of game. Hence the CAD-PAT Canadian camouflage and the Marapat, which is the American camouflage. As you can see, the Ottawa Senators repping the CAD-PAT and the Dallas Stars the Marapat. These jerseys would be pretty much the same going forward, maybe a few changes here and there each year to drive up merchandise sales so that the donations for those jerseys, say, go 100% to the Veterans Affairs organization or whatever charity they're donating to that year. I imagine like a portion of ticket sales, 100% of merch sales, and like food sales possibly. That's all up to the stadium itself, food sales at least. But I imagine jerseys for all three of these would be 100% merchandise sales for those jerseys would go to those charities. And considering most jerseys now are like $150 to $270 Canadian, of course, I'm not sure the American conversion, but you're looking at quite a lot of money just for these organizations. And then I imagine this game, of course, being played in each country's capital city, so Washington and Ottawa, and they would rotate each year. It doesn't really matter which starts and which, as long as it swaps between the two cities each year, just because a lot of these major organizations and the heads of the military and what have you, are based in the capital cities. I know for a fact a lot of the Canadian military's head office is based in Ottawa. There is a lot in Toronto and a lot based on bases, but downtown Ottawa has a huge military group. I'm sure so does Washington, D.C. So I just imagine it being played in those two cities. It could travel, but in my mind, I just imagined those two. Really, that's it today. This video means a lot to me. I've had family members or friends and families affected by cancer, by not being able to be who they are because they're worried about how their families or their friends are going to react. And I've been in cadets. I've seen firsthand how much like being there for the military actually helps them. And again, cadets is a great organization as well that you could help support during that month. There's so much to do, so much to give to for all of these jersey designs, but it's just amazing the support they already get by people on their own. But I can imagine the people that have feigned ignorance or were accidentally ignorant getting to see how much this actually means to people through the cancer awareness, the Pride Month, the military appreciation. It means so much to me. All of them mean so much to me. So I can only imagine what other people would see and how they would react to that. So I just want to thank you for tuning in. This was a long one with a lot of talking and a lot of information thrown at you. But this video, more than ever, please share. I want this video for every series to get the most views. I want to talk so much about cancer awareness or pride or military awareness and how much veterans actually unfortunately are suffering in the real world after their service. So leave a like, share this video, subscribe, whatever you like, but please share this video. This is the one video I will ask you to share as it means the most to me. out of my designs. Yes, I want to get my designs out there, but this video, the message behind this video is what I want to get out there. So thank you for tuning in. Have a great day. And remember, everyone, until next time, stay positive.